Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we're going to battle the top two, in my opinion, AI music generators. Now, one is still cooking because it's not truly public, but we're going to compare it against Suno V5. Now, the one we're going to compete against Suno V5 is my favorite alternative called Google's Music AI Sandbox. Okay, so they give me access. You guys have to apply to it. I don't even know if it's a public, I guess it's technically public beta. But the only thing is we're not allowed to share. They told me not to share the interface. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do prompt for prompt and just see which one gives us more sampleable material. And I'm going to point out little things that you guys may overlook with samples. Now, is Suno great? Yes. Is Music AI Sandbox great? Yes. But it's still cooking. Okay. So we almost have to go back in time and compare it to Suno like V2 to truly be fair. But let's just compare it. Okay. So firstly, the prompt here is 1970s black soul twang southern slang. And then the lyrics are, it says, ooh baby, I love you. And this repeats over and over. So we're gonna copy this exact prompt over to Google in a second. So I'm gonna point out just a couple things for the listen. So listen to how kind of grainy the vocals are. It's like, ooh, like that. And it's almost unrealistic, the amount of stereo information and how clean it is. I'm not here to criticize Suno. This is not a Suno critique. I have to point out the sonic differences that you will hear with Google. And there's music there, but it's not like there's no defined instrument. It's like, you know, it's an instrument. It's just chiseled enough of the noise, but it's not like super clear, I guess. And just like these ambiguous pink with the reverb in the background. Now, what I have to do is not show the interface because they won't like that. All right, so we're gonna copy that exact prompt over. So we're gonna do 1970s black soul. And let's also compare speed of creation. So 1970s black soul twang southern slang. And let's give it some lyrics. Now, the one thing that's different in Google's Music AI Sandbox is you can actually tell it to have a key. So I'm going to give it a key of E flat minor. And so this is really good when you're making samples because now you know exactly what key you need. And you could actually recall this stuff with what's called a seed. So again, I'm not allowed to share the interface, but you could basically recall like an exact output. So if you ever want to expand something or like revisit and change a lyric, you could pull back the exact creation and redo it. So that's pretty unique in terms of results. So as that's cooking, I'll do the same thing over here on Suno. Let's type the lyrics in and then give it that same prompt just to see the speed difference here. Again, it's kind of hard to do this side by side without showing you guys the screen. Okay, but let's see how fast Suno generates. Let me check if Google has completed their generation. So Google's is done in a matter of seconds and Suno is loading. So it's about the same loading time. Suno might be like a hair faster, but loading times are very, very, very similar. Oh, also Google's Music AI only generates 33 seconds, whereas Suno can generate up to like 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So let's listen to like the feeling of this. That doesn't really feel very like 1970s. That feels like a modern singer. And it's just like this smeary. Again, I'm not here to critique Suno. This is version 5, by the way, but it's like this type of sound. So that, you know, my ear has been trained to Suno to where I could tell where samples were made on Suno. It's not a bad thing. It's just a very specific type of sound. Very tonally balanced type of sound. There's like an organ that's getting washed out in the back. So see how like it's like there, but it's not as clear as it could be. So let's switch screens here because again, I'm not allowed to show interface here. All right, so Google generates 4 clips of 33 seconds, whereas Suno generates 2 clips, and they could be up to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It depends on your, I think, lyrics determine the length. So here's Google's.
Oh baby, I love you, I love you. Ooh baby, I love you, I love you. Ooh baby, I love you.
That sounds more authentically a song than the other ones. And this is why I'm doing this video. I want you guys to hear, it's like the authenticity of the results sounds way more realistic on Google's music AI. Now there's still a lot to train in here, like New Jack Swing. It hasn't fully got New Jack Swing yet. And not every, what do you call it, result or prompt is going to always give us the greatest result. So the accuracy isn't all the way there yet because it's not curated, but that's a matter of time. Now, in terms of their formula, they got the formula. It's just a matter of time curating out the best results at this point.
I love you. Ooh, baby.
Like that feels like a real vinyl record song right here.
Ooh, baby, I love you.
It's like Google knew I was making this video.
I love you.
All right, so that's one. Here's another one. Here's one of the 4, 2 of the 4.
Ooh, baby.
And I meant to mention on Google, you can, I'm not allowed to say everything about the interface, but you can actually keep track of the ones you like. Let's put it that way.
Ooh, baby, I love you.
Now that staticky sound sounds more of like vinyl distortion than it does like noise, which is like a noise artifact of just diffusion models and different autoregressive, however they do the science behind the scenes. This is more of a real noise that would come from a real thing.
I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I love you.
He said, I love you. He even did like, I just love the randomness.
I love you.
There we go.
Ooh, baby. I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby.
Then now that one's a little like, I probably should take out the word Southern slang and twang because it's giving us that very, very, very like gospel church sound here.
Ooh, baby.
Here's the third.
Ooh, baby.
Now, one thing I got to mention about Google is that their formula for how you do lyrics is very different than Suno. Suno, you could just type in lyrics and it figures out the rhythm. Google allows you more control. Again, I can't show you guys the screen, but because they give you more control, it requires a little more finesse, put it that way, to get the exact results that you want. Okay, so I'll leave it there.
Love you. I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
That's a Kanye sample right there.
I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
See how everything feels like defined and clear? It's not like this noisy, ambiguous stuff. So we're going to do another prompt because just because Google wins on this one doesn't mean it's going to win on the next prompt. We're going to do New Jack Swing next. I already know for sure Google's is not trained. So this I already know who the winner of the next round is going to be. But let's play one more and then we'll switch screens here.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
I wouldn't call that Southern soul.
I love you. I love you.
It's cool though.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I love you. I love you. Ooh.
It's like I want to download it, but I don't want them to think that sounds exactly like 1970 soul. Now let's give Suno a chance to catch up. I'm going to give it some lyrics here. I got to think of some lyrics. Actually, let's use the same lyrics so it's the same all the way through. We're going to do Styles, New Jack Swing. I'm not going to add a bunch of descriptive words or anything. Usually in Suno, the less descriptive you are, the better for the most part, because you want it to have variation. The only time I've found where getting really specific matters is if you're going after, like, we did Quincy Jones style one time. I asked Grok to basically give me a comma separated list of keywords that represent Quincy Jones's style, but don't use celebrity words. We copied and pasted that entire list into the style, and it did give us a very Quincy Jones-esque arrangement. So stuff like that, yeah, you got to be specific, but for the most part, I keep it genre level. I don't go too deep underneath because you don't want the generations to get too expected. Like you want to get the unexpected. Okay, so here's the New Jack Swing.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
This feels like the movie The Roxbury's. So I like this, very pastel, very lightweight, very powdery. So I think they have the grooves down. I think they definitely have the vibe down. So far, we're 2 for 2. But as a producer, I'm not going, okay, I'm going to put that up as a song. I'm going to flip that into something else. Okay, so that's how I'm thinking about this.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I love you. I love you.
See how we're starting to sound the same and in the same pocket?
Baby.
This one's hard. That's probably the best one out of the bunch. And I will say Suno so far has really good solos on the vocal. Okay, now let's switch over to Google. We're going to use the same lyrics and just type in New Jack Swing. Now, I already know because I tried this before. They have not trained on New Jack Swing at all. So I don't know if they will ever train on New Jack Swing. I don't know. So we'll see. So right now it's still going. So I'm going to do this in real time so you can see how fast it generates. All right, it's done already. So here we go. 4 results.
Ooh, baby.
See, this is not
Ooh, baby. I love you.
not even close. I'm not even going to let that play.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
See how it doesn't know?
Ooh, baby, I love you, I love you. Ooh, baby.
Sounds like a dope sample. I'll flip it.
Ooh, baby, I love you.
It even sings like a human. Like it's not perfectly in tune. It's like, it's like slightly sharp.
Love you, I love you.
It's even whispering like a human.
Baby, ooh, baby.
Like that's a funny sample that I would actually flip. But that's not New Jack Swing necessarily.
Ooh, baby, ooh.
Yeah, okay. So those are not New Jack Swing. Okay, but let's try 1980s disco funk. Okay, we're going to do this on both same lyrics. Switch screens here. All right, let's go over to Suno 1980s disco funk. I have not tried all genres with the Google AI. I've only tried a couple, stuff that I would actually sample. I guess we could do rock next, like hairband rock, and see what it comes up with. But Suno seems, I guess so far, Suno seems trained on a lot of stuff. However, it gives you like 70% of where that song could go. Google, in my opinion, is giving us 80%, but it's not that wide range of a data set or whatever. All right, so here's Suno. We're just listening for vibes and if it sounds real, like a real song. That sounds pretty cool. It's hard to tell if the vocals are modern or like saxophone. So it's hard to tell if the vocals are modern or of the 1980s. It's kind of hard to tell on that one. That's a pretty strong bass line right here. It's hard. La, da, da, da. That one's hard. Okay. So that's going to be hard to beat for Google, not going to lie, especially off of just one generation. So let's try the 1980s disco funk on Google. The double clap. Here we go, double clap. This feels like a song, y'all. You see what I'm saying? So again, the pockets I've tested, 1970s, 1980s, that's the golden era of sampling anyway. And so far, I've been getting really good results in Google, and that felt like a real song. I think that's what I'm trying to articulate through my videos is Google feels like real music. I'm not saying Suno doesn't. It's just Google just sounds more like real music, but it gets not as accurate, I'll say. In terms of like every generation. This is a bop. The you. That's the. The harmony feels so real. Now, they don't have all the tools that Suno has. Again, I'm not allowed to say what they have and what they don't have and what it looks like or anything. But I will say that Suno has more tools like Suno Studio, stem extraction. I don't even know if we could do that on here. I'm not sure. But there's different things about it that, you know, Suno does have some advantages. But again, we're worried about the quality of song and does it feel real? Like, does it feel like this vinyl collection to my left? Like, that's my ultimate goal here. This is a bop right here. This is fire. Very, very, very sampleable. Again, here's the last one. So far 3 out of 4, whereas Suno, I only liked really 1 out of the 4. I like 3 of them, but I only liked 1 out of the 4. So here's the 4th one here.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I love you. I love you.
Got a syncopated piano.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh.
So to me as a producer, like these are more sampleable. It's hard. It's really hard to articulate the nuance of difference because on the surface level, Suno does offer more variety and more, like, I don't know how to say it, more fulfillment in terms of what you think you're getting. But if you really sat and just studied the quality of the song and the sonics of the song, in my opinion, Google is spitting out more stuff. And this is just the beta version. So I'm not sure what the final form will be, but if they train on New Jack Swing, it's game. And if they, I guess that's about it. I don't need all the extra tools and everything. I could do that in my DAW. So I just hope they focus on the music. I think even will.i.am was behind something like that. So shout out to will.i.am and all the Google team. So that's my conclusion. We only did 1970s black soul. We did 1980s disco funk, and we did New Jack Swing. That's the stuff I would be sampling. So I'm showing you guys stuff I would do. Oh, I did say I was going to do hairband. So to be fair, let's do one more. Let's do 1980s hairband rock. And let's see. Now, I'm not sure what Google has in terms of rock. So this is going to be interesting. All right, let me switch over to Google and add the prompt here. Again, all I'm really changing is just the genre. I'm not changing lyrics or anything. Let's start off with Suno just so we get a ground level. So here's Suno's hairband. Feels like a live performance.
Ooh, baby.
Feels very real. That part made it sound more real right there, that little vocal run. He went, oh yeah, and it's a crowd. That sounded like a real performance though. You know, minus a couple mixing details, but it sounded real. I love like the stadium feel they're adding to it. I think because it's louder, we think it's better, but you guys hear like the vocal solo. Not saying it's bad, it's just loud. So I would say those were really good coming from Suno. So I can't knock Suno on that one. But that's not something I would sample. So I'm trying to rate this based on what I would actually use in my hip hop music production. All right, here's the 1980s hairband samples from Google.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh,
And I put rock, so I don't, this doesn't feel rockish to me.
baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby.
There we go.
Ooh, baby, I love you.
See how it just feels like a song?
I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love you.
If you listen closely, you can even hear like the spring reverb and delays on the vocals.
Ooh, baby.
It goes, baby. It's like a little flutter. That's crazy how much detail they have in this. Okay, so that one didn't feel as rock-esque, but it was good.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love.
That sounds cool. I'm not sure what they define as hairband rock. So maybe I wasn't too specific. This is where I said Google's curation layer hasn't fully been, I guess, translated to the way we talk. Okay, because maybe it's called like 1980s stadium rock versus hairband rock. Who knows? So like I said, the system of prompting to result, I think that needs a little more curation, but the quality is there.
Love you.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love
It's very like
you.
1980s sitcom.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby,
I guess the lyrics are a little repetitive. So again, that would be the difference of the Suno versus Google. Google gives you exactly what you put in. I think I even kept this on E flat minor. I forgot to change the key. I was wondering why everything sounded the same. That was my mistake. Let's actually run that one more time because I had the key locked to E flat minor, which is more of a soul key. And I should have noticed that. Okay.
ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby.
So again, I wouldn't consider those like hairband rock. So again, a curation.
Ooh, baby,
There we go. Now I took off the key.
love you.
That sounded more like stadium rock.
Love you.
There we go.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby.
That sounds more like what I was going for. So that was my mistake. This is why I said you have to know. Where Suno, you don't have to know everything. You can literally just type in like 2 words. Google, you have to know kind of what you're doing. Okay, that was my mistake. Okay, now here's the second one.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love
in the back.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you.
Just to my ear, it feels more real, even though it's not 100%. It just feels more real. Even that guitar. Listen to that high pitched guitar in
Love
that.
you. I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you.
So I think Suno adds a bunch of like trickery to the ear, like stereo separation and small little things to make it seem better. But I think Google has more clarity to it.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you.
So to me, Google is like an infinite sample machine. Again, I can't wait till this gets super chiseled for public release. Let's play the last one here.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh.
And Google's really good with vocals. Let's try one more thing. I didn't want to make this video super long, but let's try one more thing. And that is acapellas. So let's do a 1980s R&B female acapella. Because this is where I think Google is shining a little bit more, is that vocal clarity. So let's do that inside of Suno. Let's try the 1980s R&B. Now, as you guys know, Suno does not have like 100% accuracy when it comes to acapellas. It usually gives you like a harmony or it gives you background instruments. It's not always the vocal by itself currently. So here's a harmony. That sounds cool though. But that's drums right there. I'm not saying it sounds bad. It's just, it turns it into this performative thing. Because we have to remember, acapella is like a genre of music. It's not just when you have the vocal by itself. So this is, I can understand why it thinks we wanted this. It does sound really good. Let's try though. Just, I want you guys to listen to the sonic clarity, not necessarily the final song arrangement, just the sonic clarity. So let's put in the same prompt, 1980s R&B female acapella, and put the same lyrics in here. So let's play Suno real quick just to finish this one off Suno.
Love you, baby, baby. I love you, I love you. Ooh, baby.
So it's very, it's close to radio ready in terms of like the way it's arranged and the way they again did the vocal. Now here's Google's.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you.
To my ears, that vocal is like pristinely mixed with the compression, with the EQ right in the right spots. It's just, it sounds more realistic. Now the melody wasn't exactly what I wanted, and I'm sure there are ways to add our own melodies here and revise them. I didn't get into everything about this Google stuff. We're just using prompts right now. So here's the second one.
Ooh, baby, I love you. I love you. Ooh,
Let's go.
baby, I
Even has the plosives in there.
love you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love you.
See how it adds like the in-betweens? It's not super auto-tuned and perfect.
I love you. Ooh,
It
baby.
even had the distortion, yo. It has plosives and distortion. This is why I said Google's just feels more real. Like listen to the
Ooh, baby.
little distortion.
Ooh, baby,
the little breaths, the distortion, the plosives. There's so much detail there. And even the echo of like dancehall echo.
Ooh, baby, I love
And it's just giving us the vocal, like not anything else.
you. I love you. Ooh, baby, I love you.
Now we could have gave it a key so that we lock in and do all this stuff for our loop that we wanted. So that's what I'm saying, guys. So let me know what you guys value more. I mean, I can't say there's one thing to value. I think Suno has a very radio ready product in terms of like, you could just give it words and it just will make it feel like an actual arrangement. And the melodies will be good most of the time and everything put in the right place. It just has this very equilibrium type of feel. It's very like, it's not as dynamic. Even when you go to mix it, it's like you throw off the whole thing. So, I mean, what is there? I'm not here to say negative things about Suno. I guess to me, Google gives you the most zoomed in result right now. But the thing is, you have to learn how to like line the crosshairs up. Whereas Suno, you don't have to be that great of a sniper. You could just kind of aim wherever with a rocket launcher and just you're going to hit a target. But the thing is, you're using a rocket launcher, not a sniper. So that's what I think the difference is. It's very subtle. Let me know what you guys think below. It's Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. Peace out, guys.